As you can go, keep it steady, steady to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all keep it flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Ready, set, steady, back. Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all keep it flow.
All right, Coach, coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports brings us to Southern California and Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and our home team. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Come on, set. 260 outlaw. Protein spill. Hey, shoot. Big grip.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Flying in. We're going to 53.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Here we go. Flying in.
53, Mike.
Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. Let's play.
Johnson on the counter, and he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that. Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. Calling a pickup of 7, and it'll be 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he finds McLaurin. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the 1st down.
He's going to float this over the middle deep, and he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's taken in by Callaway. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
7. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Deebo Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Well, they have to be loving this start to the 1st quarter.
Well, the way that they're going, I mean, you're talking about 2 touchdown drives already. They feel very confident and feel like they have all the answers in this game. They're 1 point away from going up 14-0. Maybe they press the advantage and go for 2.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. 10 yards there on a Bengal 1st.
You ready? You ready? Down. 91. Check, 154.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Oh, what a juke into space. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Second and 4. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. This quarterback now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. From 10 yards out. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone.
And ordinarily, that's a tough spot to find because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field. But they found a gap, and they exploited it.
Extra point forthcoming. And it is now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
That'll be caught by Kupp and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 24-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Ja'Kai Polite in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throwing, Prescott. He wants it all for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the post.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. 2nd and 1. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
47.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Give him 32 on the play. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This quarterback now at 200 yards already in this first half, and he's not done yet. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Charger drive about to get going. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jachai Polite in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Third and long for Prescott. Going up top for Kupp. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Leo! 61, Matchbox Lights. Hey, Charlie.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Hey! There! Hey, exit! Shoot!
They'll look to throw here on first down. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. He'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
A little brief second of indecision there was certainly hooking, but bottom line, it's good.
Yeah, and, got a little bit of English on it, right? That left-footed kicker trying to pop it through. A little bit too close to the right upright for his liking, but he'll take the throw.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And got his man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there for L.A. 46 yards. Going up top for Kupp. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Prescott to throw it. Open man is Allison, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Prescott now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula's not working. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. This to McLaurin out on the left side. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Terry McLaurin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. On play action, Prescott. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a 1st down. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down.
1st downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Prescott, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Geronimo Allison, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now they'll run it on the toss. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to throw deep. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Open here is Allison. That's complete. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd down and 12. To throw is Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is caught, but he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
You better be afraid of me.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. 2nd and long. Going for it all. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 36. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. The intended receiver there, Allen. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Prescott off play action. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Prescott now. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. Allen's got it complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 45-yard line. First down, Prescott. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 32. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Ready, break.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, Haywood.
At their 49-yard line.
2nd and 6. Slings this deep from McLaurin. This is caught, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Chargers on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And back at the 8 now, 3rd and goal.
Hey, let's get in them holes. Ready?
They'll look to throw here. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Charger drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he didn't make it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
25 yards that time. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw here. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Chargers 9.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for him. And he's got it in the end zone. Bit of a surprising call here, down by as many as they are, but the fake works, and they'll get 2 points closer instead of 1. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd and 4. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
65.
They'll set up to throw. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. That's taken in by Callaway. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Antonio Callaway, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to pour it on. The point after is good, and that will extend this big lead.
Bengals 55, Chargers 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. So this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 5.